If you want to know the near-death experience that TRICIA HELFER was in, then just keep on watching. And maybe you want to know how Graham McTavish hilariously crashed his car on his new show. Or how about the uncomfortable situation Rachael Harris found herself in after not paying her nanny. So enough stalling, here is Lucifer, all accidents the cast have been through. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Michael Imperioli crashed his Lexus.
Use a little company. Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw the shadow of me.
Before appearing on Lucifer, Michael was a big-shot actor on shows like The Sopranos and movies like Goodfellas. But there was a little problem when it came to his role on The Sopranos. You see, his character had to drive a car on the set, but Michael didn't have a driver's license. Even at the age of 31, the actor thought that they would use a green screen and he could wing it. But as soon as he and the show's lead, James Gandolfini, got inside the car, he crashed it and almost killed both of them. Number 9. Graham McTavish almost crashed on his new show.
Where he could be a king again.
You mean hell?
Now here's something you don't see every day. You see, when Graham McTavish and Sam Heughan started their new show Men in Kilts, Sam nearly killed them as soon as they began. You see, Sam had to drive a van on the show, but he hadn't operated a stick-shift vehicle for about 6 years. When they told Sam he would have to be driving the van for their show, he immediately jumped in, as Graham was too hungover to drive. Immediately after starting, he crashed the van and almost wrecked the gears. To find out how TRICIA HELFER nearly crashed, just keep an eye on our number 6. Number 8. TRICIA HELFER injured her back on Battlestar Galactica.
Excuse me. Mike. What do you think you're doing?
Before we talk about how TRICIA HELFER nearly broke her neck, don't forget to smash that like button. It keeps the almighty YouTube algorithm happy, and you keep getting these videos for free. TRICIA HELFER is no stranger to some stunts. She has said it time and time again that she's a little bit of a tomboy and she isn't afraid to get her hands dirty on the set. However, with a career spanning several decades, her spinal discs weren't in the best shape. So when she played number 6 on Battlestar Galactica, HELFER suffered a terrible injury to her back. That's why she now has something that looks like 2 Oreo cookies in her spinal cord and 2 very tiny airplanes in her neck. But all of this was triggered very early on. You see, about 3 years before the injury, she had an irresponsible passenger drop a 50-pound luggage on her neck and the guy didn't even say he was sorry. Number 7. Tom Ellis underwent throat surgery.
Wouldn't want this. Stop.
Last summer, in July of 2020, Tom Ellis tweeted that he'll be undergoing some throat surgery. He assured his fans that everything is going well, but his wife did something that the actor felt he needed to apologize for. To ensure a speedy recovery, Megan Oppenheimer has purchased all of the Jell-O in Los Angeles. After hearing about this, his wife retweeted his post saying, "Only the best for my man." Just like his wife, the fans wished him a speedy recovery, although LA did suffer from Jell-O shortage for about 3 days. Number 6. TRICIA HELFER nearly crashed on the track.
And give me a down payment. They will break ground on Lux Las Vegas. You'll be packing in no time.
Well, if you thought that a neck and back injury would be all there is, TRICIA HELFER throws another surprise at us. You see, while training for the Long Beach course, she and Corbin Bleu had a little spat. She didn't want to be passed by Corbin, so she did everything to keep him behind, even if that meant she had to step on the gas pedal a little too hard while turning and then spinning out of control. And FYI, Corbin did the same thing, and they were both spinning like 2 ballerina cars on the track. Number 5. Rachael Harris got sued by her nanny.
Why do you feel guilty?
Being too busy, Rachael Harris decided to hire a nanny that would look after her children while she was working on the set of Lucifer. But there were some problems between the nanny and her new boss. You see, Rachael Harris proved to be quite demanding, asking the girl to babysit for 12 to 16 hours per day, for 6 or 7 days in the week. On top of that, she didn't pay her for the overtime and fired her 5 weeks before her contract ended. What followed was a lawsuit against Harris, where the nanny demanded she be paid fairly. If you want to know which actress attracts accidents like a freaking magnet, then just keep on watching until the very end. Number 4. Can incidents be considered accidents?
You break the law sometimes, don't you? Sometimes.
It doesn't really matter. This one is hilarious and we have to tell it. You see, when Tom Ellis was fresh out of acting school, he started landing a few odd jobs here and there. The one thing he loved in particular about them was the camaraderie behind the scene. Most often, they would run these practical jokes where they used to slam a creamy dessert into a co-star's face if they leaned in to smell it after someone had asked them to check if the dessert was rotten or not. Inspired by this, he wanted to play the same joke on the PA at a different job. When the poor girl leaned in to smell the trifle, she found herself nose-deep in the dessert. Tom thought everyone would start laughing, but when he saw the girl start crying, he spent the rest of the day trying to make it up to her. Number 3. DB Woodside's accident that changed his life.
Thing happens when the devil leaves hell. All of those demons. All of those tormented.
We just hope all accidents were like this. You see, while Woodside was still in high school, he was a football player. During his last year there, he suffered a nasty injury and had to say goodbye to football for about 3 weeks. Because he had nothing to do at school, DB started watering the halls and eventually found himself at the door of the drama club. He had heard music coming from their classroom and he wanted to see where it came from. He sat down at a dress rehearsal and completely lost himself to the world of dancing, singing, and acting. DB has said that he has never been exposed to the world of art like that, and there was something about life on the stage that appealed to him. From that day forward, DB knew that he was going to be an actor. This injury got him to graduate from the Yale School of Drama. Number 2. Lauren German attracts accidents like a magnet.
No, detective! No, this can't happen.
For those of you that don't know, Lauren German likes to do her own stunts on the show. She's not the type of actress to shy from a few bumps and bruises. Even on Lucifer, she does her own stunts whenever possible. However, during an interview, she revealed something we didn't know. You see, Lauren says that she's a magnet for accidents. If there's ever a possibility for her to get hurt, she will. And she has even built a nasty reputation for herself as the girl that falls off horses and trips on her own high heels. But it's nothing you can erase with a little TV magic. Number 1. Tom Ellis cheated on his wife.
It's leave, detective.
I know. I make you vulnerable.
No, that's not it.
Seeking to conquer Hollywood just like his best friend James McAvoy, Tom Ellis moved from the UK to the States in hopes for a better life. To do this, he had to leave behind his entire family, his wife and actress Tamsin Outhwaite, and his 2 daughters. Little did Tom know, not only would this experience change his life for the better, it would also change it for the worse. He did land the lead in Lucifer, but not before he lost his wife. You see, while filming Gothika in 2012, Tom slept with one of the actresses from the set. When he told his wife about it, Tamsin was devastated. But since Tom was the father to her children and the love of her life, she was ready to look past this little accident, saying, "I'm not gonna lose my husband over a one-night stand." However, nothing could mend their broken relationship, and she eventually filed for divorce in 2013, where she cited adultery as the reason for her divorce. On a related note, would you ever forgive someone that cheated on you? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.